Daily cost list item number 1.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, this is a revision petition that we have filed. Previously, it was taken up by Justice Thank You. On the last occasion, my Lord, certain facts came up where he apparently was the counsel of one of the parties. So he has recused himself. Matter has come up before my Lord. It's been at the admission hearing stage for quite some time, my Lord.
What is the issue raised at the outset?
Yes, my Lord. A very simple issue. I am the defendant in the lower court in a suit filed by plaintiff. Now, plaintiff has filed the suit. Against that, I have filed a petition under Order 7, Rule 11A for rejection because of absence of cause of action. My petition has been dismissed for reasons which, according to me, are not sustainable. Therefore, I have come before my Lord through this revision, my Lord, against that rejection order.
Lordship, I pray for 1 week time as Mr. Upadhyay will be conducting this case and he's down with fever for the last 2 days. So did the matter come up on next week?
If he has fever, I cannot really object, but this is the fifth time. This is the fifth.
It's cough and fever for the last 2 days.
The fifth time they're taking adjournment.
He's having fever.
No,
That they're seeking time, my Lord. For today, obviously, I cannot object, my Lord.
Learned counsel prayers made on behalf of the learned counsel for the respondent, who is said to be indisposed on ground of ill health. On preambule, the same not being objected to by the petitioner. The matter is now posted after 1 week.
Item number 2.
May it please your Lordship. Lordship, this matter is part heard. Lordship, on the last occasion, we had prayed that we'd be allowed some time to file relevant authorities and some rules, Lordship.
Your argument has been concluded.
No, Lordship.
That would come after your argument is concluded.
Lordship, there was...
You wish to rely on some authorities, as has been done in many a times in this court.
Lordship.
You could file your gist of argument and so on and so forth.
Lordship. Lordship, for today, I'm praying for some accommodation because senior conducting...
The previous orders of this court.
Lordship, I'm praying if this matter may be listed next week.
Time and again, you see, observation has been made as far as this particular case is concerned.
Pardon, Lordship.
When was the last time this matter was actually heard?
Lordship, on the last occasion, 9th of this month, Lordship. That was last Thursday, Lordship.
Okay. Yes, who's appearing for respondent? What do you have to say?
The conducting counsel is on his legs before the division.
So we'll take up this matter tomorrow.
Lordship, if I may pray for next week, positively, Lordship will have it taken up and concluded.
The counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the compilation of the relevant rules and authorities to be relied upon by the petitioner could not be filed today, and for the hearing to continue. It is prayed that accommodation may be made in this regard. The prayer not being objected to by the respondent, the same is allowed. It is again made clear that this is a very old pending matter, and it is incumbent upon the parties to ensure that the matter is being taken up expeditiously. On permit, this is matter. Oh. So we'll have it on the 30th then.
30th, Lordship.
This is matter on 30th.
Highly grateful, Lordship.
Item number 3.
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, I just need 2 weeks' time to file my additional affidavits to bring on records the age proof of the petitioner and also other documents, Your Lordship.
What is this matter about?
This is Your Lordship about
Regarding
the
termination of the petition from the Turaku government.
Polytechnic, Your Lordship, to
So why are you talking about the age?
because Your Lordship, the last occasion to Your Lordship has asked us to take instruction about the age proof of the petitioners, Your Lordship.
Because she is terminated on the basis of overage. You remember, Your Lordship, the last time Mr. Sinkan argued at length, and because of the age bar, she was not accommodated and she could not apply for the post through proper advertisement. So Your Lordship was pleased to verbally ask Mr. Sinkan to produce the birth certificate, because she is overage. It means her initial date of entry of birth in the appointment is 33 years, but as per the eligibility criteria, she should be 27 plus 5 for SC/ST, 32 years. So on that ground, they have to produce the age proof, so that Your Lordship may be able to adjudicate the matter. Order sheet does not speak about
What was the basis of her termination?
termination, Your Lordship. Her initial appointment was it is a contractual basis with an agreement with the government that any time she may be terminated without assigning any reason, and she agreed to that also. But thereafter, earlier also, on earlier occasion also, petitioner has approached the Honorable Court seeking regularization of her job, but that time termination was not with her. So when new MPSC has advertised the post and fresh recruitment was made, then again second time they have come to this, approach this Honorable Court for setting aside the termination order. But she was not taken, because prior to that also, Your Lordship, she has applied wrote in representation to the government stating that she is not eligible. Her age may be condoned, as because of her overage she cannot apply for this advertisement. But my learned friend is disputing this fact that she is within the age limit.
Within the age limits. So on that basis,
No,
Your
Your
Lordship,
Lordship,
will
as
file
per-
additional affidavit on the next
You have
date.
admitted in your representation.
But in the writ petition, Your Lordship, at page 31, it is her own admission. She has written to the government, Director of Higher, page 31 of writ petition, Your Lordship. She herself has admitted that in 2017 she is already overaged.
No, Your Lordship. She's still in age, Your Lordship. So on that basis, Your Lordship, want to file an additional affidavit.
Page 31, Your Lordship.
Yes, look at this paragraph 2, Miss.
2 and she herself, 2 and paragraph 2 and 3 also, Your Lordship.
Yes, 2 and 3.
3, it is clearly written that she is overaged, Your Lordship.
But as
Page
per
31, page 31.
And look at the prayer. of your representation. I mean, sorry, the subject of your representation.
Prayer for condemnation of age. She herself has admitted that she is overaged, Your Lordship.
But Your Lordship, on the last day, Lordship has given us time just
Yes, I
to
think
bring on record her birth certificate, Your Lordship. So on
this
basis of
fact
that,
was not.
This document was not brought on before the notice of the Honorable Court, Your Lordship.
Anyway, we'll examine that.
yes, Your Lordship. Just give us 2 weeks time. We'll file on our additional affidavit, Your Lordship.
Mr. General Counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the affidavit, the age proof of the petitioner, which was sought to be brought by way of an affidavit before this court, could not be done so today. And as such, it is prayed that some more time may be allowed for the same to be filed before this court. On premade, the same is allowed. How long?
2 weeks, Your Lordship. Within 2
It's
weeks.
only for
Yes, Your Lordship, 2 weeks.
the last line. This is matter after 2 weeks.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Highly obliged, Your Lordship.
So we'll meet again.
supplementary course list, item number 1.
May 3. Yeah. There are two matters. Writ petition civil 281 of 2017 Milord. In 281 of 2017 Milord, a meeting was convened on 14th November Milord, with regard to implementation of Provident Fund and the scheme Milord. May I place the minutes of the meeting which have taken place on 14th November Milord. 14th November.
You are also part of the proceedings?
My lord,
Yes.
one of us was, my lord, yes. Our representative was
So
there.
you were represented.
Our representative was there.
You have got a copy of the proceeding?
No, my lord, that meeting.
I think this, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kumar, you should have brought this by way of an affidavit.
Yes, I'll place it because it was forwarded to me on 17th November only, Milord. So because of paucity of time, it could not be placed. I will place it.
No, would you like to respond to this, Mr. Majumdar?
Yes, my lord.
And my friend has also seen
If,
last order.
If the
Compilation of all relevant matters.
Hey, that is a, no, that is a, we are talking about this.
my lord, if he brings it on by way of an affidavit, since I've already got a copy, but in the meantime, I can also file my views on this matter because our representative was there and just find out whatever was done or not done. Compilation, I had prepared a short. This thing, these are the relevant orders which are actually issued by the government or which need to be complied with, and I've also made a list of the steps which are required to be now taken for complete implementation of the scheme. So, Lordship permits, I'll have
this is in 281.
281, my lord. So I'll just have to make the copies of these, serve them to the council so that they can also go through it, and if they just get the board registered and the society comes into existence and the agreement is executed with the bank, for the present, my lord, these things will start moving. The implementation of the CPF scheme, where it is now hanging, is whether a pension will flow out from the CPF scheme or not. That would come later on. As of now, the CPF itself needs to come into existence per the act. So I'll just respond to the minutes if it is brought on record by an affidavit. In the meantime, I'll respond because I already have a copy of it. And if the matter can be
And your
taken,
compilation, have you given
the
a
compilation, I'll give a copy of the compilation and our suggestions on what remains to be done. That also I'll give a copy to them today itself. If the
So
matter
we'll,
can be taken up sometime in the next week, if it is.
What's this matter next week?
Yes, Your Lordship, and then the other matter is connected also 360 Milord, where I have sought time on the last date of hearing for filing reply.
Yes, you have to file the.
Milord, yes, I need some more time to file reply in that.
No difficulty.
In 360.
Lordship, then I'll have similar prayer, Lordship, because in 360, if state replies, based on the state replies, I'll also reply.
You are the EPF?
So based on the state replies, I'll
It's there for us to.
360 or 281? This is 281. This minutes of the meeting is in 281 or 360?
281, my lord. This is for 281.
281.
They are objecting to our prayers in 360. What flowed last on the last occasion? They would object to our prayers in 360.
We are maintaining that it is not maintainable with a number of grounds, including the order passed by Honorable Supreme Court in this matter. Counter affidavit is almost ready, but some laws need to be seen in this regard. Therefore, this is with regard to implementation. If I
So this is for constitution of the trust.
Yes, if I apprise this, I briefly apprise the issue in these two petitions, Milord. What has happened, Milord, that the teachers of deficit schools and colleges came before your Lordship for direction to grant them pensions and also grant them provident fund benefits. Lordship has been pleased to pass some orders which were challenged by state government before the Honorable Supreme Court. Honorable Supreme Court remanded the matter on limited issue as to the exact nature of implementation of the Provident Fund scheme in the state of Meghalaya. Parties sat together, parties found out that some of these statutory provisions are not being complied in later spirit. So both the parties, petitioner and respondent, decided to implement the provident fund scheme so far as deficit grant in aid colleges are concerned and schools are concerned in later respect. For that, various steps are being taken. Time to time, trust has been formed, corpus has to be moved. All those steps are being taken, and for which meetings are being held between petitioner and respondent, and they are moving in that direction to fully implement the provident fund scheme so far as deficit grant in colleges are concerned.
That would be applicable to the serving teachers.
That will be applicable to the serving deficit school, college, and school and college employees. So far as ad hoc is concerned, my lord, ad hoc, they have filed a separate petition, which is 360. Now, in ad hoc, my lord, we are giving only ad hoc grant in aid, and we are not paying salary, etc. So there our stand is, my lord, that we are not bound to pay you the provident fund benefits, etc., for which we are taking it because in terms of policy, government of Meghalaya has decided, and this policy has been going on for so many years, that deficit school, college, sanctioned so far as teachers of sanctioned teachers are concerned, sanctioned posts are concerned of teachers, their salaries are being paid from the budgetary resources. But so far as ad hoc is concerned, entirely different legal regime is there, and even Honorable Supreme Court has also confined that there is no remand on that issue, my lord. So therefore, we are taking the objection as to maintainability of writ petition before division bench or per se maintainability in the light of the Honorable Supreme Court judgment. Therefore, I am seeking some more time with regard to 360. 281, my lord, we are having consensus added and we are implementing it in light in later. So that is the fact which we have.
The only thing is that they have not received copy of these minutes. Otherwise, you would have responded.
What has happened?
But in the drafting of the same, maybe there could have been some points which you are.
My lord, we may like to respond to some. The most, I think, what I've just gone through. Per me, my lord, my personal view, my lord, these seem to suffice most of the things, and only the proper steps need to be taken. But I'll just have a view of the. My lord,
281 can be disposed of.
My lord, 281, I'll have to take the view of the members, my lord, my clients. This is what today I've got it. I've just gone through it. What we had suggested is almost there. And what I will.
Yes, so that will be on record, Mr. Kumar. You file it by way of an affidavit.
My lord. In the meantime, we will.
And if it is not necessary for you to respond to it, then so be it.
Yes, my lord. Then I'll make a statement in the court, and the steps which have now to be taken for the actual.
Suggestion has been accepted by the government.
Almost. The actual practical part of it, the registering of the society and the registering or the execution of the agreement, if it is delayed, that is what has happened for the last 30 years. Now, what I am told
you
is.
Want us to monitor everything?
No, madam, I'm not.
Let us cross the first hurdle first.
Yes, madam. Let's just have this now. And so far as 360 is concerned, my lord, if the state government takes a stand that the CPF would not be applicable, the danger part would come on the management part, because the EPF then would come into play. In the absence of any provident fund, that would be a very big hurdle to
will create an obstacle for you. Just
I'll try to manage that.
We'll look into it. Mr. Kumar Leonard EG has submitted that the copy of the minutes of the meeting of the Board of Trustees on implementation of Centralized Provident Fund under bracket CPF and NPS for deficit schools and colleges held on 14 November 2023 has been produced before this court, copy of which has been handed over to the learned counsel for the petitioner at the bar. However, it is submitted that the same may be allowed to be brought on record by way of an additional affidavit. Has any affidavit been filed in this case? By way of an affidavit. The learned counsel for the petitioner has also submitted that he may be allowed to respond to the same if so instructed. Accordingly, as far as case number 281 is concerned, the parties are to come back within a week with their instructions. This is matter to one. We are no matters here. We are passing common order and all.
Yes, common order.
Oh, okay. As far okay.
Order has two parts, but then it's passed in the same.
Second part, same. As far as petition number 360. 360 of 2017 is concerned, the learned AG has submitted that the counter affidavit could not be filed today and has sought for some more time for the same to be filed. Ms. P. Bhattacharjee, learned counsel for the respondent number.
Should be 5.
Respondent number 3 has also submitted that the said respondent may be allowed to file the counter affidavit in this case. On pre-admit, list this matter on, should we list it on 30th?
My lord, could it be the 29th or the 1st, my lord? Either 29th or the 1st. 30th is
Then 29 then.
29th.
Lord, there are other parties also in this case, in 360, Lord.
Yes,
because
the colleges.
There are, trusts, the colleges governing bodies are also party. Union of India is also party, Lord. 11 and 12. So the replies have to come from them also, Lord.
Into the 360.
Is not there.
Because respondent number 4 then are college governing bodies, Lord.
Yes.
For 2, 1 and 2 is the state.
1 and 2 are represented by me, my lord. 3 is represented by my learned colleague. 4 to 10 notices may not have gone, my lord.
They have gone.
Have to be,
Notices have gone. They have been served by hand also. By Dusty also they have been
and
served.
11 and 12, my lord, are government of India.
Have they made their
Notices have been served.
attendance before the court? Union.
Colleges were appearing.
That is respondent 11 and 12.
11 to 10. Sorry, 4
No, no, we're talking about 4 to 10. Who is appearing for 4 to 10? 4 and 5 in 360? 281.
The 360, we had taken permission for both registered and Dusty. The services have been effective.
But have you filed your affidavit of service?
I'll file it by the today itself. I'll file
But
it.
this is proceeding.
यहाँ पे तो फिर कैसे फाइल होगा ना to give copies and all. These are to be attached.
Katuka 360 mo. The Learned Counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the notices issued upon the respondents 4 to 10 respectively, so I'm more 4, 5, 6, has been affected. However, it is submitted, it is prayed that an affidavit of service may be allowed to be filed in this regard.
Okay.
As far as respondent 10 and 11 and 12 is concerned, as far as the respondent oblique Union of India 10, 11, 11 and 12 is concerned, would you like to file your response? The Learned Counsel has submitted that instruction may be allowed to be sought for before any steps is taken in this matter. So 29 then.
Well.